So I want to talk you through a couple pairs of mesoscale winds, sometimes called local winds. And the first one is what we call a sea breeze and a land breeze. Now, if you want to know where the breeze is coming from, the first name gives it away. So a sea breeze is coming from the sea, a land breeze is coming from the land. And actually these, if you've spent much time near Chicago, the Great Lake actually acts like a sea. So we get these sea and land breezes off of the Lake Michigan. So here we go. The sea breeze is caused because during the daytime, now we didn't cover this much, but maybe you know that water actually is stubborn to heat up. So it's stubborn. Okay, so if it's stubborn to heat up, it tends to be colder. And what did I say about cold air? Cold air generally tends to be more dense. So we kind of have this artificial high pressure out here. Now this is when the sun is out and shining, and we have this artificial low pressure here because it's warmer. Okay, that's what I said, one of the ways to get differences in horizontal pressures. So that means then we get this, and it usually happens in Chicago about 3 p.m. or so. We kind of have this, it's a lake breeze, we call that, but this is called a sea breeze. It's coming from the sea onto land. Okay? I think that is so cool. And actually, in a place with skyscrapers like Chicago, you can get these gap winds that actually kind of tears through the buildings, which is kind of cool. And then, in contrast to that, when it cools down, although the water is stubborn to heat up, it's also stubborn to cool down. And so as the sun sets, it stays warmer. And if it stays warmer, then of course we end up with kind of this low pressure out here. The land cools down more quickly, so we end up with a high pressure here. And now actually the situation has reversed, and we have this outgoing breeze. Okay, so again, now this might not be as predominant in Chicago because you have the urban island heat effect, so these kind of skyscrapers actually kind of retain their heat. But if you have nice, as long as you don't have any concrete going on, you might have kind of this outgoing breeze, and it's called a land breeze because it's going from the land out to the sea. Isn't that cool? So another pair of breezes is this one. See if you've ever kind of run into this one. It's called a valley breeze and a mountain breeze. Again, valley breeze means that it's coming from the valley up the mountain. So we'll start with that. Okay, so valley breezes occur because, again, we have a high pressure down here and a low pressure up here. Now, how did that happen? Well, what can happen is that we have thinner air up here at upper elevations, right? Thinner. Oh, goodness. And the thinner air actually can heat up more quickly. And so if it heats up more quickly, then actually we have a low pressure with warm air up here and a high pressure down here. So there goes your valley breeze. Okay, again, that would happen during the day. Now during the night we have a mountain breeze. So during a mountain breeze, again, your thinner air up here. Your thinner air up here. It cools down more quickly, and so actually it's colder, and so the colder air is more dense. Okay, it's high pressure, we have a low pressure down here, and we have this air moving down. Okay, so that's called a mountain breeze.